It's been a long while since I've been this conflicted while watching something because sheesh, there's just so many moments that are too hot to handle in the current hot topic that's streaming on Netflix right now, The Polygamist, adapted from Sunyati's novel with the same title, inspired by the version of polygamy she was surrounded by. Traditionally, polygamy functions within a cultural framework, so the story examines how in modern society this can at oftentimes be infidelity that's being legitimized through marriage. If you enjoy locally produced movies and TV shows or elsewhere, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's try to get this video to 20 likes. I believe that we can make it happen. To everybody who has subscribed and who has been supporting the channel up to this far, I appreciate you all. Please, let's try to engage in the comment section because it really does help out the channel so much. Please share this video with anyone who might find it of interest to them. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the gist of it all. As the loving and glamorous first wife of the self-made banking magnate Jonas Gomorrah, Joyce thinks she has it all. As a public figure, she has built her brand around her picture-perfect family, but it all starts to unravel once her husband's unfaithfulness threatens to destroy everything they have built together, shattering her world as his various lovers come to light, and amongst them being the ambitious, high-flying Mistress Matipa, who starts out wanting to snatch Joyce's position. But little did these two women know that this story does not end with them, because midway through the show, Jonas's best-kept secret, Essie, is revealed to be his true second wife, and not Matipa, who we've been deceived into believing she was, once Joyce insisted that she be welcomed into the family as a second wife, making a mockery of their rivalry. This revelation is brutal because it just exposes that Essie is the one who's known him the longest and got to witness his womanizing ways in their early years when she used to care for him before his rise to wealth. To successfully keep this hidden from Joyce, Jonasi used his brother Magesh as his scapegoat, posing as Essie's husband in his place. Oh, but it does not end there, because his unquenchable appetite leads him to Lindani, a former high school friend of his daughter Simpume and childhood crush of his sons Menzi. After a span of a couple of years from their initial inappropriate meeting, Lindani wanted to elevate from girlfriend to wifey status. All in all, the narrative serves to explore Jonas's impact on all of these women, at first individually, but as his lies unfold, their lives intertwine and they are all collectively affected. But Joyce does not just sit idly as a victim of circumstance, because she eventually decides to take matters into her own hands. Now, when we take a closer look at the character of Joyce, she first transitions from being a grounded spouse to a delusional housewife until she ultimately becomes a woman whose rage knows no bounds. Her initial refusal to leave her destructive union, despite the continuous mistreatment, might be possibly rooted in a calculated desire to protect her investment and maintaining the classy persona as a social media influencer. This showcases that her marriage also functioned as a strategic partnership, where the preservation of her brand of being the ideal wife was more important than her private reality that was starting to fall apart, because to her a separation would have meant the loss of status and wealth she helped create. Just as Essie, who was the first foundational partner who supported Jonasi when he had nothing, both her and Joyce correlate with the protagonist Melinda from Tyler Perry's Acrimony. Melinda's journey is defined by her early support of her husband's ambitions, only to be discarded once he achieved his success, which led to a spiral of vengeance. We also see this with how Joyce shifted from being a passive participant to a destructive agent of revenge, ultimately orchestrating Jonas's downfall, when she realized that his infidelity is an inherent pattern of disrespect. On the other hand, Essie's experience mirrors Melinda's past loyalty that's treated as wasted effort rather than a bond of mutual respect, as she got relegated to second-tier status once Jonas's wealth grew. Ultimately, Joyce stayed because she was unwilling to surrender the power dynamic she believed she could manipulate, leading her to resort to extreme measures to ensure that the empire remains under her or her son's control. As an egocentric, selfish, and manipulative man, Jonas embodies the epitome of defiance. He's very unlikable with no redeeming qualities whatsoever, and he continuously causes Joyce pain knowing that she will take him back regardless of his countless mishaps. He would reappear and disappear from his children's lives whenever it would suit him, not to mention the bad example he sets for them, altering their perception of what healthy relationships should look like with significant others. And then we have to also give notice to the enablers of his behavior, like Joyce's mother, Magesh, even Essie, who got to see girls come and go into his life, and accepting her fate of being his last resort when his other options would be unavailable. I felt the most sorry for all the children involved, like how Menzi transforms from being a shy, down-to-earth guy who had an innocent crush to somebody who started to spiral out of control, turning into a mini version of his father. And it was heartbreaking to see because it meant that the cycle would continue. Before the truth about Sarah came out, I truly believed that she was a cousin to Mpume as Essie's daughter. So you can understand my shock when the truth was much darker and deeper than that, justifying Sarah's animosity towards Mpume because Mpume's family got to enjoy the lavish lifestyle openly with her father, while her family stayed concealed in the township. A striking symbolism takes place when Jonas spends his birthday lonely. This moment represents his total detachment from the consequences of his actions and the distancing from his domestic responsibilities. So by eating the ruined cake, he demonstrates a perverse dominance, showing that he can degrade even the most cherished symbols in his household without losing a sense of superiority. For all the secretive parts, the subtext is well implemented. The story structure and the editing would reveal certain information at unexpected times, which added to the overall shock factor of the show. All in all, the show makes us as the viewers confront some uncomfortable truths with its unflinching look at infidelity, patriarchy, entitlement, and the treatment of women. All the characters are flawed and the victims are co-architects of their own misfortune, which makes it hard to watch at times. So do let me know what you think about this one. I'd really like to hear from you guys. Let's get this video to 20 likes. Do engage down below. Do subscribe. And if you made it this far, you are a real one. And I'll definitely see you in the next one.